Alright guys, so I'm sitting at the receiver waiting for them to show up. It is Friday, November 24th, day after Thanksgiving. Picked this up out of PA. It was going to Toledo, Ohio. That's where I'm at right now, Toledo, Ohio. 240 loaded miles. I bid it at $600, got it at $600, $139 to go pick it up, $240 on the loaded, $137 to go back home. Altogether, I've got 516 miles, $600 for the pay. Comes up to $1.16 for all of my miles. I just put in a crazy bit of pay. This is my only run of the week. This is the only run I'm going to do this week unless something happens to where there's a load right by me going right back by the house, or something that delivers Monday that I can hold on to at the house. The plan is to go back in service next week. I simply did this load because weekly I have my insurance costs coming out, so I just wanted to be able to make some money to pay my weekly insurance costs for all my vehicles. So that's what this will do. So it'll be a break even, so that I'm not, behind. I'd rather be, keep on track. I want to note that I have my own authority. I act as a carrier. I don't have a carrier that works above me, anything like that, that's booking these loads for me. So that's the why I have the ability to try to bid what I bid on it, and I'm able to make what I make on it. It's going to be a lot different situation if you're working under a carrier or a dispatch service or something like that. And when I say dispatch service, you should never use a dispatch service if you've got your own authority. And using a dispatch service, I'm totally against that. I think that's just rotten. I've talked about it in other videos, so I'm not going to get in depth here. So as I said, $600 for a total of 516 miles. That's loaded, deadhead to pick it up, deadhead to go back home empty if I go back home empty. Obviously, if I don't go home empty, it changes the overall rate per mile on all miles. Whenever I share information on this channel, I try to be as transparent as possible on all the details, and I try to be as open and honest about everything as I can to give you, the viewer, anybody that's looking for information about this business, so that you can have the best understanding you can to make an educated decision on the next load, getting into the industry, buying a vehicle for the industry, whatever it may be that has to do with the industry. But that's what I do it for. I do not do it in a manner that I'm trying to exaggerate or over glorify. Now, with that being said, at times, some of the stuff may come across as though I'm trying to, diminish the industry or whatever it may be. Bottom line is, I do this for a living. I've done this for the past 11 plus years, so I obviously enjoy what I do. I love it. I have a passion for it. I love what I do. I don't see myself ever doing anything else. So anything I'm ever saying, it's not to discourage. It's only to educate. Kind of on that note, some advice. It's the holiday right now. A lot of you probably went home to spend time with the family. Whether you are working under a carrier, whether you are your own carrier, have your own authority, whatever you have going on, make sure that when you're home, you try to do to the best of your ability to separate your business from family time. Because if you take that stuff home with you, you're going to stress yourself. You're not going to thoroughly enjoy the home time. You're not going to have as good a quality of home time if you stress about these things. Recharge, relax, regroup. If you have problems going on, whether it be a major repair, whatever it may be, try to take at least a couple of these days that you're taking off and just simply not think about your business. It took me a long time to try to do that. I still have issues with it at times, but overall, like this week, I don't have any drivers running, so I've pretty much have just casually looked at things. I've just not really paid much attention to my phone. If something's important, somebody will call me, and it's felt there's been a bit of relief in doing that, and that's how it is. Like when I first started, I used to spend so much time when I was home working under a carrier. I would always be thinking, like when I have a week off or something, I'm thinking, man, I could have made X amount of money, but I was home. Like, I was just constantly wanting to chase that money. And so that's all I was thinking about. Then when I got to the point that I'm like, okay, when I'm home, I'm home. Like, the rest of that stuff don't matter. I'm going to do whatever has to be done to, catch up or get ahead or make the money I want to make, whatever it may be. But just take the time at home and enjoy home. That's the bottom line. With that being said, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. That's what it's about, spending time with your family, relaxing, just enjoying life. So I'm not the preachy type of guy, but at the same time, I do try and convey the message at times that I think is important. And it is very important to not allow, whether it's this industry you're in or whatever job you have, it's don't allow those things to flood into your personal life. Try to keep a separation. I mean, you have to have that. There has to be a balance. Hey, and any of you guys looking for information on the cargo van industry, no matter what the question is, check us out on Facebook, Transportation Life, Wheels, Wings, Rudders. We do our best to keep the spam out of it. We have a lot of helpful people. We have a lot of people that's been in the industry a long time. I'm talking 20 plus years, 10 plus years. There's plenty of us there. The group is there to help people. Everything you could want is there as far as any questions you have. So again, check us out on Facebook, Transportation Life, Wheels, Wings, Rudders. You're going to have a lot of information there that's going to be useful and helpful to you for sure.
Your hustle got to be strong in this industry, as in any other industry.